some hot, but this cause one hell of a guy. Good, come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah, walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah.
Greetings, folks. Welcome to the. Well, let me pause that. Greetings, folks, and welcome to another live stream, guys. Sorry for a bit of delay. I had a bit of problems with OBS and stuff, but now we're live. Let me make sure that we're also on the right screen. Oh, hold on a sec. There you go. Hi, you see me. Sorry about the bit of delay. I had to fix something in my other end with the streaming. Plus I had to delete some things, so now we can be able to stream now. Even though I have no one in chat, we're just gonna at least roll with it and roll with what we have. So, with that being said, today is a big day because today is, as you can see, the Donkey Kong Bananza Direct. It's gonna be around 15 minutes. So honestly, though, I think we honestly need this direct because one, we definitely need some more information about the game, and two, I need to see if this is going to be a free demo. Now I'm not sure if this is going to be. Now I'm not sure there is going to be a demo of this, but if there is, I'll stream it. If not, then that's okay. But speaking of streaming of this, yes, I do have a Switch 2, which I've gotten basically on launch day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The stream about to begin in 2 minutes, so I'm gonna go and switch it from here real quick. I'm gonna do is turn off my mic real quick, so my mic will be back on when the stream starts. So yeah, we're only 2 minutes left, so surprise me, Nintendo. Also, by the way, this has been the with this Donkey Kong game. This must have to be the first ever 3D Donkey Kong game since the Nintendo 64? Since Donkey Kong 64? Even though mostly they just do 2D platform. Oh wait. Oh, it's about to start. Here we go. Oh wait, let me make sure.
And bleak when the hole looks so dark and deep. Heart is rock, cold as stone. I was scared alone. Then your beat showed the way.
Please don't tell me Pauline's gonna be singing this.
Golden Bananas, the discovery of the century, made right here on Ingot Isle. This is excellent news for #1 banana fan, Donkey Kong. However, just as he's about to enjoy the notable bananas, a sudden tempest sends him deep down underground. As his adventure begins, DK teams up with Odd Rock. But
Oh, so that's what his name? Odd Rock?
it's no rock at all. It's actually a talented young singer named Pauline.
Oh wait, that
Now,
that
Donkey
was
Kong just
Pauline.
wants bananas.
Sorry.
And Pauline wants to find a way back
What
home
happened to
the
him?
surface. It's
What
said
happened
that
to him?
one's
He's
wish
not-
will be granted
you
by
know.
reaching the planet core. So the
You
unlikely
know, he's
duo
not-
set off on a strange subterranean
I'm
adventure.
I'm not gonna mention it, but I'm not gonna talk about
The
it
story
because
takes place
or
in the
that-
underground world,
you know.
where the scenery changes the deeper you go.
Wait.
Some layers are so spectacular that it's
Oh, I
hard
thought
to
we were going to
believe
like
you're
different
underground.
worlds, but
DK can
Okay.
run, jump,
honestly though,
and climb through each environment. Using his incredible physical prowess, you can freely move in any direction. But that's not all. Almost anything in your path, you can smash,
no
Crash.
smashing. No smash.
and bash.
No smash. The only smash is smash.
You can even do this
Throws
to
it.
a massive rock formation. You know, if you want. As you
Yeah,
barrel
I
through
feel like I've
obstacles in your
played mine.
path, you'll also collect golden bananas
Oh, sorry about that. Some error has been going on.
known as Banandium Gems. More on those later. Let's take a look at some of the things this Kong can do. Punch,
Well, yeah, of
smash
course.
enemies, walls, the ground, and most things you can get your hands on with incredible force. Destruction can lead to discoveries, so set off a chain reaction and see what happens. Dive punch. Unleash a powerful punch directly downward. How deep you punch into the ground depends on the strength of the terrain. Roll forward. Roll at high speed and send lighter objects
I think
soaring.
we kind of
Combine this with punches and jumps to really mix things up. Hand slap. Make some noise to collect scattered items.
Hopefully
or
this means
detect
that
hidden objects
hopefully that
using
means we're gonna
sonar.
get the Donkey Kong.
You can even use
that
your
one
feet when your
Donkey
hands are
Kong
occupied.
Bonzo game from the Nintendo
Tear off.
GameCube.
Grab a chunk of terrain and tear it off. Or tear up turnips to find items. And even tear chunks off your foes. Swing. Grab a chunk and swing it to attack. Harder chunks can be used to break stone with ease.
Luckily, man,
Or smash spiky thorns. Chunk jump. Use a chunk to double jump. This will help you reach new heights.
Donkey Jump.
Throw.
Hopefully this means.
Throw a chunk.
Also, sorry about my stream quality. It's basically my internet.
Or
My
aim at a
PC stuff,
target
but
like this.
Hopefully,
Throwing a
once I
boom
get
rock
my
or
new
gold
PC,
can have
I'll be able
explosive
to
effects.
or do reactions like this.
If you throw
much
chunks
better.
made of softer material, you can stick them to a surface and pile them up.
I can make a
Turf serve. This lets you ride on chunks. Speed up and aim for smaller enemies to knock them away. Make music. The power of Pauline's singing will help show you the way. It can also remove these strange seals that someone left behind. You never know what you'll discover in the underground world. So carve your own path with DK's abilities. layers of the underground world are host to a variety of inhabitants. Some are mysterious and aren't too bothered by DK's destructive tendencies.
What?
It looks like Cranky Kong and his companion Rambi are also venturing through the layers of the world. Then there are the Giant Elders, who call the underground world home.
Better than
They're said
the
to
elder.
possess ancient Bananza powers.
Older than Cranky Kong or worse than Cranky Kong?
By learning their Bananza powers, Pauline's singing can do something special.
Really?
She can make Donkey Kong transform. With incredible destructive power, even hard terrain poses no problem. Plow through the world and smash as much as possible with the powerful
No
Kong
smash.
Bananza.
No smash.
Plus, DK can transform into a zebra. He's as speedy as he is striped. He can even breeze over water or crumbling pathways. That's the swift Zebra Bananza. Oh yeah, he can also turn into an ostrich. A
Wait,
flying
really?
ostrich. Spread your wings and
Okay,
soar
that's,
through the sky.
They were becoming so.
You can
Alright,
use
so this is
updrafts to gain more air,
Okay,
then
that's
drop egg bombs
kinda
from great
weird.
heights to send enemies scattering. That's right, it's Ostrich Bananza!
What?
Bananza transformations don't last forever though.
Yeah, I know.
You can transform again by collecting gold to
I fig-
build up
I mean,
your
I figured.
Bananergy.
Ah,
You're not limited to when or where you transform, and you can swap between transformations. So get
Excellent.
creative and use them as you adventure to the planet core.
excellent.
Standing in our hero's way is the Void Company, the mightiest mining operation both above ground and below.
Really?
Grumpy Kong works to create gigantic corporate soldiers. Poppy Kong is responsible for subterranean info gathering,
Oh boy. I
while
get you.
Void Kong is in
Here comes
charge
the
of the
fan-
whole
Here comes the
company.
fan.
This nefarious crew is responsible
Oh boy,
for
here
the
comes the fan
banana-stealing maelstrom on Ingot Isle, and they're heading straight down to the planet core.
The planet core? But no! I'm going with DK, so you just stay away!
Voidco blocked off all the routes to the lower layers, so
Ah.
no one could reach them.
They only to use those to keep their bosses in order to
DK and his pals will come face to face with the enemies guarding
I'm
these
looking
routes.
for- I'm
So
looking-
use all the power at
I'm
your
looking for
disposal
when the
to
community
take
does
on a
all
host
these
of powerful
voiceovers for
foes.
especially Uncle Al, even though they're doing the rock bottom thing.
By defeating them, giant sinkholes will open, clearing a path to the lower layers of the underground world. Found throughout the underground world are golden bananas called Banandium gems.
Bananium, really? So that's what we're
They're
calling
not
it?
always visible though. Sometimes they're buried in the walls, the ground, and other places. There are a whole bunch to find.
Also, since we're here,
You can
I
also
feel like
obtain these gems by completing challenges in the ruins found throughout your adventure.
Let's do this!
Challenges include time-limited battles, courses where you'll need clever solutions, side-scrolling stages, and more.
also those what those side stages are worth. And those classic parts, I think.
Keep your eyes peeled to find the Banandium gems. There are plenty of ruins to discover, so
Ooh.
give them a try.
I think the classic Donkey song, you know.
As you collect
Ooh,
Banandium
skill points?
gems, you'll gain skill points. These can be used to increase stats such as your max health
Oh,
or the
oh,
destructive
crap.
power of your punches. Power
Now
up
I have
Donkey
to-
Kong
now I
to
have to
match
figure
your
out what all
playstyle.
this-
For example, if you strengthen your sonar, you'll be
It's
able
already
to
enough that
detect
I'm
treasure
playing.
from
It's
further
already
away,
enough that I'm playing
which could lead to new
Fantasy Life and
discoveries.
trying to get all the skill points, all the lives.
Or
I don't
use
wanna-
skill points
now I
to
have to do
learn
this,
new
like,
skills.
The donkey coming down.
There are all sorts of items to find as you explore. Banandium chips are shaped like slices of banana. And they can be traded for Banandium gems at the chip exchange.
Just like the
These gold nuggets are,
just like
unsurprisingly,
the-
called gold.
purple thing.
You
from
can
Super
exchange
Mario
gold for
Odyssey.
useful items at the
So
stuff
honestly,
shop.
though, this feels like it's been made by the Odyssey team.
There are fossils too.
Good one.
You can trade these for different fashions at local style shops.
Ooh.
Just
Oh.
open the closet and customize the perfect fits
Okay,
for
so
Donkey
not only
Kong and
Donkey-
Pauline.
So not only Donkey Kong, but also Pauline.
Or even change up your fur color. No look is
Ooh.
too much for Donkey Kong or too little.
Ooh.
Almost every article of clothing
I
comes
want
with
mine
its
in-
own benefits.
I want mine
So
in
mix
purple.
and match your look to suit the situation. If you find a treasure chest buried in the ground, crack it open, and you might receive a treasure map showing the location of Banandium gems or fossils. Their locations will be marked on your map. Pretty helpful for finding collectibles.
All right.
You can also see which fossils and Banandium gems you've collected, making it easy to see how close you are to completion.
Yep. I'll be playing this for
There's
a while.
plenty more to do in the underground world when not adventuring. Need a rest? Carve out a space and enjoy a getaway where you can recover in bed
Oh.
and enjoy listening to tunes with the music player. You might even find new discs when defeating enemies.
Honestly though, I'm
When
gonna
it
be
comes
playing
to
a lot
moving
of this.
between layers, subterranean eels have your back. These elevators will
wait,
help
that's the
you
DK
easily
rack that
move
was just
between
playing.
layers you visited at any time. And if you get lost, no need to worry. You can always teleport within the layer you're currently exploring.
Teleport there?
In photo mode, you can freely change the in-game camera angle and adjust other settings to snap pics. Get a photo like this or that. Unleash your inner shutterbug and create your own captivating scenes. By sharing a Joy-Con 2 controller or using a second set, you and a pal can control Donkey Kong and Pauline separately to buddy up in local co-op play. As Pauline, you can unleash Vocal Blast
Does this mean
using
we
Joy-Con
also-
2
does this
mouse
mean we
controls.
also use the,
You can also
game chat
copy the
feature?
material of nearby terrain to give your vocals even more texture.
Cool.
By working together, even tough enemies don't stand a chance.
Cool.
This game also supports Game Share. Even if only one player has the game, they can quickly share it to another player so they can join on their own system.
Excellent.
It can also be shared locally to a Nintendo Switch system.
Wait, really?
Plus, you can play online between Nintendo Switch 2 systems using Game Share
Okay,
via
so
Game Chat.
wait. So that doesn't make. Wait.
If you need a little help with all the platforming action, Assist Mode is the
Wait
way
a
to
minute.
play.
Did I just find Amiibo?
It guides you in the right direction,
Oh crap! There's gonna be Amiibo.
halves the
I
damage
just
you
saw the
receive,
Amiibo button.
and more. Assist Mode supports you in your adventure to be the best Kong you can be.
Now I'm just gonna
Outside of
play.
the main game, there's a mode where you can carve stone using mouse controls called DK Artist.
Ooh.
Rotate to paint.
I may not be that much of an artist, but
Carve
I have some
material.
plans.
Or add some back on. You can even change the lighting and add delectable banana effects.
I have some plans.
Give it a
to do.
try and sculpt to your heart's content.
I have
This
some.
game also supports amiibo accessories.
Crap.
A new Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo figure is also on the way.
Well,
Scanning
there's
it unlocks Pauline's diva dress.
there's still a
By
lot.
scanning the Donkey Kong series amiibo shown here, gold Kong tiles with explosive power will appear.
Oh, and then look, there's
Every other amiibo released up to this point is also compatible.
Okay.
If you
We're gonna
scan them, you'll get giant spheres like these.
Okay, we're gonna go back to all this later because I need to analyze this real quick. So yeah.
Look at us, DK. I love to sing more than anything. Heart of gold, a wish come true. I have this dream. Maybe if we get to the surface, you and me, we can make it more than a dream. We're breaking through, down to the core. No stopping us, not any get a DK. Inside the zone, I found the key.
Join the powerful Donkey Kong and the talented singer Pauline as they set out on an adventure to the fabled planet Core.
My own special power? DK!
He's being
Donkey Kong Bananza. Available July 17th only on Nintendo Switch 2.
Definitely
Pre-orders are available
definitely
now on
gonna
Nintendo
purchase it.
eShop. The Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo will also be available July 17th.
probably not. Okay, folks. So that was a great presentation. Now we do have to. Now, of course, as all presentations must come and go, now we need to do some analyzation, which luckily I came prepared. It better be. But I actually have. Honestly, though, I like it. But I have a few questions about a few parts. One part about one part that specifically catched my eye, and the other ones, well, yeah. So, without further ado, so as all things must come and go, we need it's time for us to analyze this thing because apparently I've noticed a few parts. So, two things. First off, that rock. All right, where are we? Let's go right here. Oh no, no, I just need to see the I'm not sure they're gonna announce like. Now I'm now after looking at this presentation, yes, I'm gonna get this game. Which honestly, this is the first Donkey Kong game I've actually gotten since. Well, this is the first Donkey Kong game that I got since Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze back on the Wii U. I thought about getting the Switch, but it's just basically adding. But it wasn't really worth it. So, all right, let's move on. Let's skip some parts. This part. When I first saw this rock character, I had zero clue what that is. But all I have to say is that there's going to be a lot of fan art type stuff. But we shall be prepared for when it's happened. Okay, first things first. When I first saw her, I was like, she's basically Pauline? I was like, oh, so we're now adding. First off, two things. One, how did he even got into there? And secondly, we're finally adding minors into. We're finally adding minors into the game. I know there's a slight chance this might bite me in the butt sometimes in the future, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so obviously, though, we most of the things also obviously make sense. The story makes sense. I still need to figure out a way how he actually became one of this stuff. I thought, you know, I thought, he. I mean, Pauline would be, and honestly, between you and me, Pauline is basically the last character I would expect to be in this game. But I should have known since basically Pauline was here in previous games, and you under all that, and you understand if you played the original Donkey Kong game in the on the arcade. And yes, I have played the arcade version, but I always lose and I never make it past the first level. So, what are you gonna do? Moving on. I like the fact that. So the main question is there a limit of how much you can break of all this? Of all this? Oh crap. Actually, hold on, set. I want to analyze this direct, but hold on. I'm gonna do before we can continue. I'm gonna switch screens and I'm gonna go and quickly get things this set up because as of now, I just have some questions. Also, I'm curious if they're gonna be. Also, I'm curious if there's gonna be like a main line into the direct. So we'll just have to wait and see. Meanwhile, I can hear. Meanwhile, I can sense that Uncle Al must be raving in his grave now, since we finally got a new Donkey Kong game after all these years. Damn it, there's too many. Where's the where's here we go. Uh yeah, hold on a sec. It's loading. At least you guys at least from all like the buffering and all that stuff, including how long it's taking, you at least understand how old my piece this gaming PC. It's an at least it's an RTX 10. It's that old. But either way, once I start working, I'll get myself a new computer and all that stuff. Yeah, I agree. When I first saw the amiibo thing, I said to myself, "Well, amiibo isn't dead anymore. I mean, amiibos are still alive, parent, unfortunately. Which I mean, it's already enough that I already got my Steve and Alex amiibo. It's it's too much knowing that I'm already gonna get. I have to deal with this now. Oh, 1 second. I'll be right back. Folks, I'll be right back. I have to just do something real quick. So until then, here's some DK music. Alright guys, sorry I'm back. Sorry I didn't got the music on. I had to rush to get some stuff, so yeah. Apologies and stuff. Let's go back to main screen. There we go. I'm gonna put on full screen. So, oh yeah, let me turn the audio on.
Inhabitants.
So minus the character. Honestly, what type of?
Some are mysterious.
Hold on a sec. I need to talk about this real quick. What type of zebra is that? I don't know. But what type of zebra was that either way?
Destructive tendencies. It looks like Cranky Kong and his
Gee, why was? Well, at least finally they were able to make Cranky Kong a playable character. Even though it's been a hot while and we're not counting Donkey Kong, um, Tropical Freeze. We're not going to count that him as a playable character. I think, but at least he was able to actually be in the game.
are also venturing through the layers of the world. Who call
But imagine if we make a DLC focused on him.
Who call the underground world home.
All right, so when I see them, I instantly think, are they older or young? Are they older or younger than
They're
Cranky
said
Kong?
to possess ancient Bananza powers. Special. Donkey Kong transform.
So it's
With incredible destructive power, even hard terrain poses no problem.
Yeah, I figured about. I think I might mostly.
Plus, DK can transform into a zebra.
Okay, so it's kind of odd that he can become a zebra and an ostrich, even though it's. Imagine if they combine. It's gonna feel weird that people are gonna make a zebra and ostrich of this Bananza
With
character.
Zebra Bananza.
Zebra Bananza. He's not even. I'm not
Also
actually.
turn
I'm not
into
gonna
an ostrich.
complain,
A
but
flying ostrich. Spread your wings and soar through the sky.
it may not be that much of a flying ostrich, but it may be. Oh wait, never mind. The zebra. Right, right. But either way, it kind of feels weird that we're actually getting. It's honestly though the, honestly getting an ostrich bonanza is the last thing I want. Hopefully this means we can use the same. Hopefully this means there might be some type of Yoshi's I don't know, some type of like Yoshi type
Then drop egg bombs from great
reference,
heights to send enemies scattering.
or like Yoshi's. You know, I forgot it was. Oh yeah, Yoshi's Island. That's what it was trying to remember. But who knows? If this, this.
Operation both above ground and below.
All right. Also, okay. Moving on. I need to bring out my drawing thing for this, but this character right here, like this one focusing, I feel like there's gonna be some deviant art, R word 34 type stuff. Like, come on, I can literally see like 100 people rushing to the arting stations right now and making weird waifu stuff of this character. Honestly, though, mm. And honestly, though, I feel like we should be at least be prepared. And honestly, though, we should possibly see a character of this in like the next hour, 30 minutes to an hour around that time. Avoid. No, I'm not gonna. Actually, I'm not gonna. like I said,
All the
apologize for
routes
the
to the
internet
lower
issue.
layers, so no one could reach them.
Just like onions, there's layers of this. Even though there isn't that much
DK and his
layers.
pals will come face to face with the enemies guarding these routes. So use all the power at your disposal to take on a host of powerful foes. By defeating them, giant sinkholes will open, clearing a path to the lower layers of the underground world.
It depends how deep our. Depends. So when I see the layers, I instantly think, how deep are we gonna go?
Found throughout
Until we
the
reach
underground world
bedrock.
are golden bananas called
Because if I learn one thing from Minecraft, we should never go too deep, or else we would hit bedrock, or go towards lava.
Banandium gems. They're buried in the walls, the ground, and other
For to make it a bit more
places.
Donkey Kong
There are a
type
whole
scene, we're
bunch to
just basically
find.
talking about Minecraft droppers or
You can
gravity
also obtain these
for
gems.
some things.
These gems by completing challenges in the ruins found throughout your adventure.
Honestly, though, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of
Challenges
callbacks from
include
these 2D
time-limited
games.
battles.
Even though I feel there's gonna be a lot of callbacks with the 2D levels, like how we got with this challenge course area, because I mean, even though there's not gonna be that much of a callback for the 2D Donkey Kong for the 2D areas, even though the only things we only gotten was like Donkey Kong Returns. I mean, Donkey Kong DK Returns, the Tropical Freeze, and I guess the classic 2D one. Even though there hasn't been that much
Scrolling stages
of it, but
and more.
what are you gonna do?
Keep your eyes peeled to find the Banandium gems. There are plenty of ruins to discover, so give them a try.
Hopefully, there's
Gain
also
skill points. These can
like I said before, for those people who haven't heard, I've been playing Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time. I have to do a whole bunch of huge skill tree, just like how we did with Donkey Kong Bonanza. The only problem is, now with Donkey Kong Bonanza, I feel like I'm going to be playing a lot, because just like I've been doing with Fantasy Life, I'm going to have to start working on the skill tree, because honestly though, it's going to take a while until I actually build up the skill tree that I need to 100% complete it. I'm still, which by the way, I'm on swords. I'm basically the swordsman, and I still need to work on like fishing and like the mining and like a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, if you want to understand. But basically, though, I have a lot of stuff to go to. As of now, I'm just trying to 100% complete the story mode before I actually go on and basically try to complete all these levels and stuff. It's gonna be now, even though it's gonna take a while, even though it's gonna take like a whole, possibly end of the year type thing, I'm willing to take the chances.
be used to increase stats such as your Kong to you'll be able to detect treasure from further away.
Honestly,
which
though,
could lead to new
the
discoveries.
part where you get to detect treasure might be useful.
Or use skill points to learn new skills.
Like surf and turf.
Banandium chips are
Like
shaped like slices of
DK
banana.
Subway Surfers.
And
It's
they can be
basically
traded for Banandium gems
you're
at the
you're
chip
basically
exchange.
you're the person
These
who's
gold nuggets
surfing is a
are,
surfer dude.
unsurprisingly,
The person
called
who's
gold.
trying to catch you would
You can
either
exchange
be
gold for useful items at
would
the
be
stuff
Cranky
shop.
Kong.
There are fossils at the stuff shop.
Okay, so we use those chunks to get it. Got it. Red balloons for one. So honestly, though, I would just get like if I had to get those balloons, I would honestly get like 15 or 20 of them. I would just restore giant apps automatically restores all health to reach if it reaches 0. So honestly though, from seeing how much we can get with these gold stuff, which I'm not sure if we're going to be using, depending on how much we're getting, we'll see if what we'll see what we can get.
There are fossils too.
Excellent.
You can trade these for different fashions at local style shops.
Hopefully there'll be a Super Mario reference in here. I mean, we technically do with like how we got with Super Mario Odyssey. But there's also another thing. If there's gonna be like different, are these like what are the level things? Are these like different abilities or just for fashion wise? Also, I'm looking forward to change my DK to become a purple to make it either a green or a purple. I'm not sure. Or we can make him the Super Saiyan person himself. Or the Goku
Showing the
himself.
location
In
of
person.
Bananza gems helpful for
Alright,
finding
what
collectibles.
else? This is nothing to say about that.
Making it easy to see how close you are
Yeah, not nothing to say about that.
to the world when not adventuring. Or in bed. And enjoy listening to tunes with the music player. Best. You might even find new discs when defeating enemies.
Also, if you just turn the background, or if you listen carefully, hold on to that.
When it comes to moving between layers,
Well, if you
subterranean
didn't notice it, but basically they're playing the DK rap in the background. Which
eels
honestly though,
have your back.
perfect.
These elevators will help you easily move between layers you visited at any time. And if you get lost, no need to worry. You can always teleport within the layer you're currently exploring.
Teleport there?
In-game camera angle and adjust other
That's just a camera angle.
by sharing a Joy-Con
So, okay, share Joy-Cons,
to
nothing to say
controller or
about that.
using a second set. You and a pal can control
Okay,
Donkey
that's
Kong and Paul
okay. There's something I want to say about this,
Vocal
but it's not this.
of nearby terrain. By work
Okay, it's something.
this game also supports Game Share. Even if only
So
one
yeah, this is the game share feature. We need to talk about this.
player has the game, they can quickly share it to another player so they can join on their own system.
Well, yeah.
It can also be shared locally to a Nintendo Switch system.
Okay, so
Plus,
wait, let's go back.
we can
Let's go
also-
back. Let's talk about this. Okay, so there is a question I need to talk about with the game share feature. The only question I have about this is, does it listen? I've already discovered that the game share feature can work with anything, but this is only a Nintendo Switch 2 game. This Nintendo Switch 2 game can only work with anyone who has locally or online with different Nintendo Switch 2 systems. But somehow you can play a Donkey Kong game with that, kid you not, a Nintendo Switch 2 title on a Nintendo Switch 1 locally, even though it doesn't have it. So the main question is, does this mean if there's going to be like a Nintendo Switch 1 edition of Donkey Kong Bonanza or just Nintendo Switch 2 edition? Because and also, most importantly, if this means that a system with a game, Nintendo Switch 2, can play with Nintendo Switch 1 games, does this mean can we do the same thing with Mario Kart World, where basically if I have like a Nintendo Switch 2, my other one of my siblings have like a Nintendo Switch 1, can I be the person who playing Mario Kart while the person's locally who has their Switch play Mario Kart through there? Or does it work that way? Or is it only compatible? Or is it basically only compatible with like certain Nintendo Switch games? Like, but either way, I just have a bit of it's just a bit of circular question. It's just that so if Donkey Kong Bonanza can work on Nintendo Switch 2 version, can work on the Nintendo Switch 1, could this mean that this could possibly hit for like future games like like Mario Kart World, maybe what else Nintendo games? Kirby Air Riders and honestly though I can't think of any other Nintendo games besides those two. I forgot the other games, but either way, if anyone can explain to me about this, I think we might
will
have
be
to figure
shared
about
locally
all
to a
about this
Nintendo
later.
Switch system.
And
Plus,
obviously you can obviously play online. But unfortunately, I have a friend of mine's, but he doesn't want to play because of well, yeah.
if you need a little help with
So yeah, I instantly that's basically when it shows this screen. I instantly noticed the amiibo button and I was like, oh crap, there's gonna be amiibos in this game. So DK artists, I might have an I may not be
rotate to
that
paint
much in goods of sculpting or making like art or stuff.
to be the best, the mode
Sorry. So apparently
the
this is
mode
gonna be
where you can
useful.
carve
So this basically uses so basically this also uses both the mouse feature and
stone using mouse
the hand
controls called
feature with it.
DK Artist. Rotate to paint. Carve material.
Either way, I can see a lot of
Or
stuff
add some
that
back
people
on.
can make with art of
Thanks. Heart's content.
that one bird from.
This game
So I can imagine. So either way, I can imagine like people making, like doing like art competitions with
also
this.
supports Amiibo
Okay, the amiibo
play.
part.
Scanning it
Since
unlocks Pauline.
so basically, even though scanning that will unlock Pauline stuff, the only question I have is, does this mean with that amiibo, could this what would the Odyssey amiibos would be? And obviously you have like all different versions of Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Donkey Kong from I think that's Super Mario 3. That's from Mario Party, Smash Brothers, Mario Party, Smash Brothers, and then obviously Smash Brothers King K. Rool. Who knows? Maybe King K. Rool might make an appearance in there, or maybe they might be hinting this. And then obviously these two amiibos that you can obviously get when you get only exclusively at the Super Nintendo World. Which by the way, I will be going to Super Nintendo World in Epic Universe soon. So hopefully, maybe I might do a video. So who knows? Oh, and
The
one
explosive
sec.
power
And if you look in the
will
back,
appear.
also if you look in the background, you can see Diddy and Dixie Kong. I'm not even gonna make. I'm not even gonna make the joke. I'm not even gonna make the joke. So don't bother.
Every other amiibo released up to this point is also compatible.
Yes, I'll be using my Stephen Alex
If you
amiibo for
scan them,
this.
you'll get giant spheres like these.
So which one has? Is it? Are they all different? Is all amiibos are different or stuff? But either way, but yeah, I think I complete my analysis. So, final opinion. Either way, this game is actually a really good. Honestly, though, I like this game. Honestly, I'm not really a big fan. Now, here's the deal. As I switch my screen, I'm not really that much of a big fan of like the 2D Donkey Kong of like the 2D Donkey Kong games like Tropical Free Tropical Freeze and the HD Returns or Donkey Kong Returns and all that stuff. But either way, I think I might be interested in playing like the 3D Donkey Kong open world scene. I might need to also go back to playing the original one on the 64 to see what's up with that. But I'm definitely gonna have to go back to I'm gonna have to go back to like the 64 to see and compare to see if it's good. I'm not sure if the 64 is sort of like how, you know, the 64 is like it's like Banjo Kazooie, but I guess we'll see when we find out. But who knows? But either way, I think I really completes my analysis in the stream. So from to all of you, thank you guys for watching. I will hopefully I'll be able to get my new PC and hopefully stream more on this platform, specifically more on Twitch and Kick, all that stuff. Hopefully I can also be able to do I will also play more of Switch 2 games. I might do is once I get my new PC, I might play Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza when that comes out. And I also really hope that we actually get ourselves like an actual Nintendo Direct with new games. Because honestly, though, I feel like we need more third party and first party games from all this stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm basically trying to say in the sideline. So, with that being said, this will conclude today's stream. I hope everyone has enjoyed. If you do, make sure to like, subscribe with all notifications, follow me on my social medias, on the tree link. Oh, hopefully I'll be able to get back to streaming soon. But either way, this will end the stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.